Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam and the deer and the antelope play, where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day. Hi everybody, Lawman Mike of Lawman Guitars. That's www.lawmanguitars.com. So why am I acting like a singing cowboy today? That's because what I've got for you today is the Singing Cowboy Guitar. This is the original one. They have been making reissues of this guitar all the way up into the 2000s. This is one of the very, very earliest. It was made in 1942. How do I know that it's made in 1942? Let me tell you. In 1939 is when they first came out. They were made in gunmetal gray, which is what this one is. And then in 1943, they went to black. Now, all the reissues you've seen out there from all kinds of Indonesian places have the same sort of look to the cowboys, the singing cowboys, but this is the original. It's also dated inside with an F42, which tells me it's made in 1942. So, anyway, let's talk about this guitar. It is a singing cowboy model. Cowboy guitars, if you've been watching any of my videos, you know that I love cowboy guitars. I've got cowboy guitars hanging all over my shop. Most of them are in unplayable condition. The necks have been broken, they're broken parts. It's going to be a long time for they'll ever be played again. However, every once in a while, I'll find one that we can salvage. This is definitely one of these, and it wasn't in bad shape at all. It has ancient tuners on it. Now, these are open back Waverly tuners. We'll give you a picture of that here in just a second. And the 40s, the tuner buttons were very, very fragile over the years, and they will crack and break off. Matter of fact, one has already been replaced. Now, I did not remove the others. What you have to do is take some pliers and break them up and then put new ones on there. I didn't do that. Just having the original tuners, I think, is very important for a guitar of this vintage. Now, that's very, very nice. It's got the original wood nut, which have been original on it, and the little Harmony wood bridge that they've been using forever. But it has the Indento wood tailpiece. Now, these were pre-war guitars, and they were using a lot of metal for other stuff going to war with, so they quit making the metal ones there for a while, and they used these. Now, they call them the Indento bridge because there's a little card that you could put on there that had your initials, which was pretty cool back in the day. No initials on here, so it's, you know, you can put initials on it if you'd like. Now, the guitar has shrunk some. There's a few places that we re-glued the back, and it didn't exactly line up with the sides, but it is very, very solid. Jeff the Tech did a beautiful job. There's no cracks that I could see on this guitar. And I got to tell you, the sparkle splattered paint job on this fretboard is really cool, plus the red fret markers makes this guitar really, really cool. Like I said, it's from 1942, and it's just absolutely beautiful. We set it up so that you could play this guitar all the way up and down the neck. What all of my customers have been remarking on, I just talked to someone today who just received a cowboy guitar. He couldn't believe how great it played. Well, I don't send them out unless they play great. So you're not going to get a guitar from me that's just something to look at. These are player guitars as well as being beautiful. Could use a cutaway up here, but you can still play it up there. That's very, very important. I used light gauge strings on these. They didn't have real heavy gauge strings on them. If they did, the necks would be all over the place by now. So I'm happy they didn't use real heavy gauge strings. I've got 11s on these guitars. That's what you should be using. So we've got some nice new strings on it. I told you about the tuners. Everything's all original on it. That would be great enough. But guess what? Here at Lawman Guitars, we have an original case. So this is an absolutely beautiful case. These would be from the 30s and 40s, sort of a faux alligator type look. It's got the black piping along the sides. It's kind of shiny. And most of these cases are absolutely destroyed over the years. This one is not. It's got all the latches on it. It's got the clasps that all work properly. It's got the hinges. It's even got the original leather handle, which is still in perfect working order. And you open this thing up, my goodness, look at how beautiful this is. It's got the purple felt lining in it, which is just in fantastic shape, just like the guitar. I think it probably was stored under a bed somewhere. It's even got on the accessory box the little, oh, don't want to pull too hard to pull that off, but it's got the little leather piece on here. This is an absolutely beautiful case, would sell for $150 on eBay on any given day. It goes with this guitar because it came with this guitar. So You get a 1942 Singing Cowboys guitar made by Harmony. You get this $150 ancient case that goes with it. You just get an awesome piece of cowboy art that you can play. How great is that? So check out this guitar and all the cool guitars at www.lawmanguitars.com, where we only sell cool guitars. Thanks a lot for watching today.